Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington football team. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Murray now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
For a Washington. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Number 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And Murray's going to keep this. Murray going to fire one out wide. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
The kicker on.
A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and
now an option play on 2nd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
Carr's pass.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Raiders 0.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Pick it up. Check.
Play fake. Murray escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Raiders nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of...
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
60 yards.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Carr completes it. And he'll be out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Murray off play action. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
So they're going option play on 3rd down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Las Vegas, 1st down.
On 1st down, Carr. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
And the Raider first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Alexander. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Murray now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Stepping up, he'll try, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you
He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47. After the turnover, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got this down to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Murray going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes this Washington 31. Raiders 10.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
D. Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw his car. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 33.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
The extra point.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. 25 yards that time.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52. Raiders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled.
Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
What now? 180, 93.
Now they'll throw with Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Carr. Now a desperate. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Throw left side complete. It's Alexander. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
42 is the mic. Deuce.
Back to throw it. Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Murray on the
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
1-yard line.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now this time, Murray to throw it. Flushed out right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Washington, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
it's their very first clunker of the year as they'll fall to 12-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.